This is a Lamley showcase. There's a whole bunch of 2019 Hot Wheels end case models. Quite a few if you're looking, because this case is loaded. The end case has gotten a lot of attention. It deserves every bit of it because there's so much good stuff in it. When Wheel Collectors, our friends over there, they are the ones who provided these models, with one exception. We'll get to that in a second. Asked what I wanted to do for highlights. I couldn't stop giving them a long list. I think there's a lot of models here that you and I both want to see, so I've got them. We're going to open them up, take a look at them. I said they provided all these end case models. They did, with this exception over here. This is the Tesla Model S Super Treasure Hunt. That is the Super in this case. That was provided by Mattel. They like to provide the Supers when they can for me to preview. I think I will. The next couple of cases, I'll be covering that as well when they do come out. But we've got a double bonus here. Not only all the end case models, not only the end case Super, but if you remember, Wheel Collectors did an unboxing for our channel and found, when they opened up the case, this thing inside. That's the M case Super, the previous Super. No idea why it was in there. They actually found a few of them. But it was. They sent it to me. That means you're getting the double Super showcase in this video. So I've got the basic here too. Pretty darn cool, right? So this video is going to be massive. We just need to get right to it. We start with this. Not my cup of tea, as I like to say, but definitely a model that many of you are curious about. This is the Dark Knight Batmobile in, I know this sounds macabre, but bone white. Maybe you could call it pearl white because it does have a plastic body and a metal base, but that looks like bone to me. Kind of a creepy take on the Batmobile, right? This is the Chris Nolan Batmobile, isn't it? And that's pretty scary looking with the bone look to it. That's what maybe I'm being a little creepy, but that's what it looks like to me. That's what it reminded me. That is the Batmobile that many of you wanted to see. This was a surprise. I didn't realize that the 72 Ford Ranchero was in this case. It's a neat casting. It's been a super treasure hunt before. We've seen it in car culture. It has that same grille that the model that I love, the Torino, has. And I really like this green on it, so I thought it was definitely a model worth looking at. Another one sporting the Hot Wheels Racing Deco. I really like how they go with the little trim on this, like the gold trim. This is Leeway who's designing that. He's the designer over at Hot Wheels. He did a nice job on this one. It's a cool casting, a really nice kind of full-size casting. And I really like the black J5s on this one. This the topless version of this casting was a Super Treasure Hunt this year, so it's nice to see both of these in the main line this year. All right, another one that I thought was a highlight: Mazda RX7. This is a recolor. What was the first color? Kind of a silver. This one comes in green. I do like the color. I do like the wheels. I like the lace wheels on this casting, the Coney Deco. All right, custom 56 Ford truck. This casting never ceases to surprise. Wasn't this one, was it this casting or something similar? This era of casting. They've gone with the clean look on this one. Matte black with the gold. You can call them the Aero wheels, you can call them hubcaps, but it works. It's kind of a multi-use wheel. It looks very European, but when you put it on a truck like this, it looks like hubcaps, so it actually, I think it looks kind of cool. Kendry's Speed Shop. I think that is a nice, neat model. We've seen the primer, the patina look on that casting, I think, in the past. Another one that I think is interesting is the 64 Buick Riviera. Day of the Dead deco. This is an art car, so they've gone with the Day of the Dead art, which is art that we see in this area, especially when I go down to the Four Corners area. I'll be in Albuquerque here in a couple weeks, or actually in a week, for the gathering, and I'll probably see this deco in my travels. But they put the skull wheels on this. They've moved these wheels from the special Hot Wheels line now over to the basic range, and I could see some real fun being had with those wheels. Those are the highlights that are not new models or treasure hunts. Now we move to the new model recolors. I'm going to start from the back and move to the front. So this means we go to the Robo Race Robo Car in black. Now it moves to white. Still has those same wheels. I can't remember what you call these wheels. Saw blade wheels? I don't know. But it looks really good in white. It's a cool casting. Licensed, so I will include it in the Lamley Awards licensed category. when we do that here at the end of the year. Next one. 2018 Honda Civic Type R in white. I love this one in white. It was just a couple of years ago that we saw the previous generation Type R done by Hot Wheels, done by Ryo Asada, of course. He also did this one. I just think the white color, the red was great, but this one in white just takes the cake for me. I don't think this casting will ever be better. And of course, I do need to do some comparison shots, and I will, of this casting with the previous one in white as well, because I think that's how it debuted. So we'll get those two together, and maybe I'll do that on lamleygroup.com. But I am a huge fan of that model. Next one, McLaren Senna. Started in blue with 10 spokes. Now it's in orange with grayed out PR5s. You can see it's got the black tampo on the hood and then the detailing in the back, which means the headlights aren't done, but considering the craze of the race car, I'd love to see the headlights done maybe in a future version, especially when you look at the art and you see how it's supposed to look. But I still think that this casting is great. Ryo Asada talked about how difficult it was to shrink down to make it a basic model and be able to create all the parts for it. But I thought they did a really nice job on that. And you can open it, detail it. I like that version. How about the Audi RS5 Coupe, or Coupe if you're in Europe? I like this one. It definitely matches the RS6 Avant wagon. I've taken some pictures and I will be putting those up on lamleygroup.com here shortly. The reds are slightly different, but the wheels are the same, and it's nice to see the front and rear detailing. And these models look so good together, the wagon and the coupe. And but even on its own, this is a great casting. And Zamac coming, right? They unveiled that at the convention. We're going to see a Zamac version of the RS5. I'm sorry, the RS5 Coupe. All right, this is why you're here. So we'll save it, and then we'll move to these. We'll start in the back. This is the basic version of Lamborghini Aventador J. I've already opened it up, but considering I now have the Super, let's open them together. This is your bonus. I thought about doing a separate video on these, but I'm not going to because I want to get this thing up on my Super treasure hunt wall. I still need to get the Street Creeper and the Dodge Demon, and I'll fill those in, but it's nice to have the Lamborghini added to the wall as well as the Tesla. So this is our chance to look at the Super on its own and together with its basic counterpart. The casting is ridiculous. I mean, well, the casting is a great replica of a ridiculous car. I need to clarify. I mean, it's a clever Lamborghini, right? And it's a really well done casting. It's nice to see it as a Super Treasure Hunt. And that's the second Lamborghini in a row that we have seen as a Super Treasure Hunt, which is kind of cool. So very, very cool model. And then the actual N-Case Super is the Tesla Model S. Model S is a cool casting. This is the first Tesla that Hot Wheels did. They did it about the same time that Matchbox did theirs. Matchbox did a very stock version of the Tesla, and then Hot Wheels did this kind of racing version that I think if they did it now, you would see some differences in that you'd probably see a flat spoiler in the chin spoiler, but they did make this track compatible. They've already done a blue version with chrome PR5, so this one returns. They're probably doing stock colors that Tesla wants them to do. This is the basic version that they want, but I do like the fact they did the Super Treasure Hunt. We actually are going to see this in the ID series too, eventually. I don't know exactly when, but a nice Tesla Super. This is actually, no, this is not the first Tesla. I take that back. The Roadster was first, and then we've also seen that as a Super. Now we see this one, so that's the second Tesla Super. I like the Tesla castings. I think they're worth collecting, and this Super Treasure Hunt is incredibly nice. Black GT wheels, Real Riders, details on the front and back. I love that they've been doing these plain-looking Supers like they did. Plain sounds like it's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Realistic-looking Supers like they did with the Audi wagon last year, for GT before that. There's been a couple others, but that looks really, really good. That's a great Super Treasure Hunt. You're lucky if you find that dark blue if you're looking through a case or walking up to the pegs. Speaking of blue, this is the highlight. We have cleared out space. We're going to give the Bugatti It's full stage because this is the model that so many are excited about. And it does live up to the hype. It is the 2016 Bugatti Chiron. Mattel surprises. He didn't announce it with the new models, and then the Dream Team kind of dropped that they had done this. Some of the details that I love about this model, especially in hand, one is its stance, one that it's a really solid casting. I love how they did the rear. That back part, you will see when you have it in hand how detailed it is. I like how they did the back part with the they made it part of the window piece. I actually talked to the designer Ryo Asada about this model because he had seen some of the comments. Some people don't like the larger rear wheels. Well, the rear wheels are larger on the real car, just slightly, but for Hot Wheels to make this accurate, it is such a wide car that if you shrink it down and try and keep it in proportion, the car would be super short and really, really wide. And it's not just a matter of just making smaller pieces of a car. It's really difficult to do. And a car with these kind of angles on it is extremely difficult, especially this wide. So they really, really fooled around to make this thing right. They made the interior correct. I mean, they did some amazing things on it. But they had to play with the lines a little bit. And the larger rear wheels to make it accurate, they can only go on the Hot Wheels standard size. But it would have looked off and out of proportion had they gone with just the standard, like the same size wheels all around. The car wouldn't have looked right. So they did an amazing job on this, and I think this casting lives up to all of the hype. I'm tired. That's a lot of models, and that's a lot of good models. Highlight for me, Bugatti. Of course it's the Bugatti. The Audi's pretty cool too. I like the recolors, the white Civic especially. That Bugatti is a winner for me. A beautiful, beautiful model. You guys tell me what you think. Tell me what models you're going to add to your collection. You can add all the ones that I showcased. Let me know. Thanks for watching, everybody. This was a fun one to do. Two Supers, a Bugatti. Can't get much better. See ya. Bye.